c'est 929 433 84 24. YouTube, Facebook, That's Norma TV Show. Nous tous côtés. Dès que vous tapez That's Norma TV Show, vous joignez nous. C'est moi-même Enso Mezalo qui dit ça. Toutefois, t'as aimé pour passer publicité pour business ou pour tout ce rapport de contactez-nous sur le numéro ça 929 433 84 24. That's Norma TV Show. C'est chaud qui piche dans le moment. Norma TV Show, chaque samedi 4h. Moun qui présente show ça, c'est Norma Malbranche. Numéro de téléphone, c'est 929 433 84 24. YouTube, Facebook, That's Norma TV Show. Nous tous côtés. Dès que vous tapez That's Norma TV Show, vous joignez nous. C'est moi-même Enso Mezalo qui dit ça. Toutefois, t'as aimé pour passer publicité pour business ou pour tout ce rapport de contactez-nous sur le numéro ça 929 433 84 24. That's Norma TV Show. C'est chaud qui piche dans le moment.
Chers amis de partout, salut et bienvenue sur That's Norma's TV Show, programme préféré qui paraît chaque samedi à pareille heure. For our English-speaking viewers, welcome to That's Norma's TV Show, and we are happy to be with you again today. So now we're going to bow our head. We can have a short prayer and invite the Lord in Gospel Mac during this show. Father God, we thank you. Thank you for everything you have done for us and that will be done for us. We thank you for health. We thank you for life. And we're asking you to bless the nation. Bless our viewers who are watching us right now. Those who are sick, those who are in need, those who need you in their lives right now. Dieu d'amour, Dieu de grâce, Dieu de bonté, Dieu de miséricorde. Nous approcher devant toi, nous, dans le moment ça, sur That's Norma's TV Show, pour nous dire merci pour tout ça fait et tout ça va continuer faire pour nous. Seigneur Papa, nous porter tout haïtien en général, quel que soit côté yo yé, nous venons demander secours pour yo. Nous venons demander secours pour accusation qu'a fait sous do yo. Gain que ça afflige yo, gain que ça attriste yo. Allez dire la paix avec yo et faire yo connaître dans bataille que nous-mêmes haïtiens yo yé ou camper la donne. Seigneur t'en prie, fais grâce, fais-nous grâce, fais-nous grâce. Nous prions comme ça dans le nom de Jésus qui vit au siècle des siècles. Amen. Et nous pouvons suivre une vidéo de Peterson Jean-Jacques Nobouké.
Mais le peuple haïtien ne donne pas la possibilité aux jeunesses de rester chez eux. Ça fait longtemps après dit, nous pas jamais qu'à sourire. L'autre pays a passé dans bêtise, tant qu'on sont bonnes sans famille. Si mon yo a crié, mon yo a brûlé, rien pas jamais changé. On Dieu dit on m'a soufflé. petit pays à finale. Genan yo pas jam tourner. Ça yo qui tombe dans la mer. Qui tourne manger requin. Même quand yo pas joué. Oh, pour yo même enterré. Famille yo a crié. Yo pas gen monde pour consoler yo. Si moun yo a crié. Moun yo a crié. Rien pas changé. Mon Dieu dit on va souffler. Peuple haïtien besoin changer. Changer. C'est moi, c'est vous qui pour camper. Pour me dire non, c'est assez. Oh, avec esclavage, oui, mais ça. Mais le peuple haïtien ne donne pas la possibilité aux jeunesses de rester chez eux. Tout le monde a question. Ça va changer. Si mon yo a crié, mon yo a
Again, welcome back on That's Norma's TV show with your host, Norma Malbranche. For those of you who just got on the show, we are asking you to please subscribe on our YouTube channel and tell your friends about That's Norma's TV show. Support That's Norma's TV show. Bon, nous avons remarqué que nous pas là, je crois, pour 2 samedis ou 3. Nous pas là, nous t'es déplacés parce que nous connaissons que après quelque temps que vous faites toute une année que vous travaillez, avant de recommencer l'autre là, faut prendre une petite pause. Faut prendre une petite vacances pour préparer pour l'année qui va venir. Parfois, des fois, qu'on a demandé pour le prendre repos. Qu'on a demandé pour nous faire déplacer, nous faire repos ailleurs. C'est comme ça, nous-mêmes, nous sommes allés à Paris, nous sommes passé quelques petits temps à Paris pour nous reposer nous et puis pour nous retourner. On regarde un petit clip avec moi.
That's Norma TV Show. Chaque samedi, 4h. Moun ka présente show ça, c'est Norma Malbranche. Numéro de téléphone, c'est 929 433 84 24. YouTube, Facebook, That's Norma TV Show. Nous tous côtés. Dès pour taper That's Norma TV Show, wap joindre. C'est moi-même Enso Mezalo qui dit ça. Toutefois, t'as aimé pour passer publicité pour business ou pour tout ce qu'on contactez-nous sur le numéro ça 929 433 84 24. That's Norma TV Show. C'est chaud qui piche dans le moment.
Yes, this is Norma Malbranche, your host of That's Norma's TV Show. Maestro get un passé clip là déjà. Peut-être maintenant pas pas tout ça, mais nous déjà ouais que m'te fait un déplacé, moi t'ai al prendre un petit vacances. Bon jodi an moi réellement vinn faire show avec pas qu'à dire tristesse mais un peu attristé, and it's with a very heavy heart that I'm doing the show today. Why? Because of the accusation that J.D. Vance and the former president Donald Trump have claimed against the Haitian people eating duck, cats, and dogs. N'a posé tête nos questions. Pour qui ça tout le temps, c'est sous haïtien que y a bay fardeau poté. C'est pas la première fois ça fait. Nous songeons en 1990, je crois, te gen une accusation qui était portée sous dos haïtien yo sous causé sida. Et le ça haïtien yo te levé campé, yo te al marcher sous Brooklyn Bridge. Après ça, Trump 4 ans de cela vient avec causé pour haïtien al manger toilette. Année ça encore, il vient avec un bagay que haïtien, nous mêmes haïtiens, n'a mangé chat, chien avec dog dans Springfield, Ohio. Est-ce que c'est causé politique yo y a mené? Si c'est causé politique yo a mené, mais pour qui ça? C'est sous dos haïtien que yo passé. Moi pour aller li yon email que moi recevoir, moi pour aller li email ça pour nous, m'pas kon si maestro paré pour nous faire ça. Et pendant ce temps, on a demandé tout haïtien lever camper. Lever camper parce que accusation yo terrible. Et gan pile haïtien moi lever camper déjà. Nous gagnons et législateur Carrie Solage, nous gagnons Assemblywoman Michael Solage, nous gagnons Mimi Pierre Johnson qui déjà levé campé et a demandé concours à tout l'autre côté yo. Miami getan levé campé et nous à New York tout levé campé. Nous-mêmes qui suivons le programme dans qu'on est là, qui ça nous pensait? Nous t'a souhaité que ou mettez quelques idées ou bien feeling nous en bas show. Et nous pral prendre une pause et après pour ça maestro a rentré notre vidéoclip que nous gagnons pour nous sous causer haïtien a manger chien à chat.
That's Norma TV Show. Chaque samedi, 4h. Moun ka présente show ça, c'est Norma Malbranche. Numéro de téléphone, c'est 929 433 84 24. YouTube, Facebook, That's Norma TV Show. Nous tous côtés. Dès pour taper That's Norma TV Show, wap joindre. C'est moi-même Enso Mezalo qui dit ça. Toutefois, t'as aimé pour passer publicité pour business ou pour tout ce qu'on va contactez-nous sur numéro ça 929 433 84 24. That's Norma TV Show. C'est chaud qui piche dans le moment.
Waouh. Bagay ça réellement fait mal. N'a pas mon petit genre. Et ça comme ça, moi-même, je dis, hein, parce que tellement bagay ça, moi, wish que te gen yo bagay m'te ka fait. Moi, pour aller, ça, email là, que docteur Romel Jean-Pierre, pasteur Sportou, te voye ban moi pour me faire passer ce programme nan jodi a. On est ensemble avec moi. Alors, excusez-moi, entendez, ensemble avec moi. Li dit haïtien en Haïti et tout partout dans le monde. Et spécialement dans les États-Unis, surtout dans Ohio. On nous ramasser caractère nous. Pas oublier nous originaires yon pays dans matrice yon peuple qui marque l'histoire du monde qui fait l'histoire même le nous obligé quitter pays pour diverses raisons économiques et politiques. Nous devons rester maconné à 4 valeurs qui forcent nous. C'est fierté, dignité, honneur, solidarité. Une autre fois encore, nous n'avons mis une bataille politique électoraliste, tout vice démocrate républicain. Nous victimes moralement, bon côté républicain, un discours qui allait au-delà pratique culturelle, gastronomique, nous, yo pas connaît. Yo pas maîtriser un discours qui est profond, raciste, anti-migrant, mais surtout anti-haïtien. On nous continue de tromper, famille trompe là, ak allié, yo qui pas kon moun, qui pas kon valeur haïtien comme moun malgré l'histoire. Malgré ça, nous représenter pour système nan et en dans système nan. On nous continue de démontrer attitude et aptitude nous qui force intelligence nous. C'est pas première fois n'a vivre situation conjoncturelle si la yo. Nous devons ramasser caractère nous, organiser nous, réorganiser nous, renforcer tête nous dans tout niveau politique, économique, structurel, organisationnel, éducatif, académique. Nous devons yon gens nous capables, nous refuser, nous obliger. Ça c'était parole docteur Romel Jean-Pierre qui te voyé note ça ba nous pour nous passer sous programme là. Nous pourrons regarder une vidéo de Enso Mezalo.
Pitié pour Haïti, Bien passé, politicien bien passé, si peuple la même a bien passé, dans une famille dans ma cité. Bien passé, politicien bien passé, si peuple la même a bien passé, dans une famille dans ma cité.
kidnapping, vin tourner social, yo bande de bandits sans moral. Kapay plaisir dans carnaval, ou yeti police nationale. Nan moment m'chita sous bit la bagarre, la vine dégénérée. Peuple a mette des mains dans tête et puis yo tombere l'amoué. Maman pa ouais en haut, papa pa ouais en bas. Si moun yo prend relais, yo pa ouais qui ça pour yo faire. Politicien a voyagé, y'a pas plaisir yo l'autre côté. Oh, bien passé. Politicien a bien passé. Si peuple a même a bien passé. Dans une famille dans ma cité. Bien passé. Politicien a bien passé. Si peuple a même a bien passé. Dans une famille dans ma cité. Monsieur, yon ti kal conscience, monsieur. Monsieur, yon ti kal conscience, monsieur. Monsieur, yon ti kal conscience, monsieur. Oh, oh, bien passé. Politicien a bien passé. Si peuple a même a bien passé. Dans une famille dans ma cité. Bien passé. Politicien a bien passé. Si peuple a même a bien passé. Dans une famille dans ma cité.
And up next is Truth or Fake, and I'm joined in the studio by Catalina Marchand de Abreu. We're staying with the U.S. election. In today's edition, Catalina, you'll be fact-checking Donald Trump's remarks on Haitian immigrants eating dogs and cats in Springfield, Ohio. We heard a little bit from Fraser. Tell us more.
Indeed, Allison. In last night's debate, former President Donald Trump accused Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, of eating pets. Let's take a listen.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. And it's
So a controversy over Haitian immigrants in Ohio initially picked up by Trump's running mate and VP nominee Jade Vance, who refers here on X to reports that show that people have had their pets abducted and eaten by people who, as he says, shouldn't be in this country. At the root of this controversy, there's this viral, horrific video making the rounds on social media where we see a police body cam footage arresting this woman, whom we see initially in the street holding this decapitated cat, where neighbors, you will hear them soon in the video, do confirm that this woman was eating said deceased cat that we saw in this video. So a video that was shared widely online on Instagram and on X. Here on Instagram, this video was actually shared by a group called Latinos for Trump, where this user also says and seems to confirm that an illegal woman from Haiti killed and ate this cat that we saw in the video in front of neighbors in Springfield, Ohio.
But Catalina, that video doesn't really show a Haitian immigrant, does it?
That's right, Allison. In reality, this video does not show the arrest of an illegal immigrant woman from Haiti in the city of Springfield, Ohio. This information in this post is misleading, since the video did not even take place in Springfield, Ohio. This sequence shared on social media actually took place in Canton, that is located 276 kilometers or 172 miles away from Springfield. More precisely, we were able to geolocate the video that took place in exactly 13th Street Southeast in Canton, based on this Google Street View, where we located the same house that we see in the viral video. Then we also consulted the official police report on this incident that does confirm that the suspect was actually a woman who started eating this cat after she crushed its head. However, very gruesome. However, we contacted the Canton police, who were categorical in confirming that, and I quote to our team, they said the suspect is not a Haitian immigrant, but a resident who has spent her entire life in Canton. They also insist on the fact that the incident has absolutely nothing to do, no connection with the ongoing controversy, pet eating controversy in Springfield, Ohio.
Okay, so that video of an American citizen. What do we know about these accusations made against the Haitian community in Springfield?
Well, in recent years, nearly 20,000 Haitian immigrants have settled in the city of Springfield. But contrary to what J.D. Vance claims, these immigrants did not come illegally to the U.S., but legally. According to the city of Springfield's website, these immigrants are under what's called a temporary protected status that allows foreigners to remain in the U.S. if it's not safe for them to return home. However, regarding the pet eating controversy involving Haitian immigrants in Springfield, this is real, an ongoing controversy, as the Daily Mail explains, that has been, for example, allegation of ducks being eaten by Haitians in a public park. As per the Springfield resident in a city council, a claim that has not been independently verified by local news. And according to the Federalist, the Springfield police received a report that 4 Haitian migrants had been transporting geese. We were also not able to confirm or deny these claims either. So as for the dogs, pets, dogs and cats, the Springfield News Sun reported today that the Springfield Police and City Council has not received any type of report of pets being stolen and eaten by Haitian immigrants. So following these denials from authorities, it does seem that J.D. Vance also seems to retract his previous statements made on X, saying that these rumors could actually be false. And we're also here to confirm that this might be a likely possibility as well, per the authorities' reports that we've seen. Allison.
All right, Catalina, thank you so much for that. That's Catalina Marchand de Abreu with today's edition of Truth or Fake.
Yes, again, you are watching that's Norma's TV show with Norma Malbranche. And we were watching this information that prove all the accusations against Haitian people were just lies by Donald Trump. Comme nous avons remarqué, nous portons ça pour tendre côté que il y a une démonstration que tout ça yo dit contre Haïtien dans Springfield, Ohio, qui mangeait chien, chat avec doc. So, c'est mentilier. Nous prenons par exemple, dans sa dame notre abdi là, gen yon moun qui te perdu chat li, alors qu'il pas ouais chat là, il comprendre que le perdu chat là. C'est-à-dire que chat là, te dans basement la kaili pendant tout le temps que l'a cherché là. Li gen tan al pote rapport que haïtien yo prend chat li. Et tandis que c'était une fausse accusation que ça te yé encore. L'elvin joine chat là dans basement li obligé à demander excuse li avec haïtien voisinage là qui était bon côté là. Mais c'était voisinage là étant haïtien, il était accusé qui volait chat là. Puisque accusation ça fait, qu'on y est Springfield, Ohio, mon petit Jean vient tête en bas. Il vient tête en bas. Et bagay ça a changé Springfield, Ohio complètement. Gen traite, bombe, gon c'est de bagay accusation qu'a fait. Et tandis que tout, by the same token, nous pas porté pictures ça yo pour gen et haïtien qui grand nèg l'autre bon, qui gen business, gros business. M't'a regardé une vidéo, yon gros restaurant haïtien qui gen dans Springfield, Ohio, côté que moun tap manger, te gon paquet blanc qui te en dedans, qui tap manger et t'a fait compliment pour manger haïtien ça yo. Et gen moun tout qui remet haïtien, qui parlait de bien de haïtien, qui dit quelques mots pour haïtien et qui fâchait tout contre Donald Trump. N'ta remet connaît qui ça Donald Trump gagne contre nous-mêmes haïtiens. Parce que nous-mêmes haïtiens, nous avons fierté la caille nous. Nous avons honneur la caille nous. Moi, je crois que nous ne pouvons pas faire n'importe bagaille pour nous envoyer à citer partout dans le monde. Ça, c'est un gros bagaille lié. C'est ça fait un pile monde qui réunit dans la communauté haïtienne tout pour qu'à lever tête haïtien yo. Nous même qui s'en a dit dans ça. Tant que tu de chanter, de vidéos me fait nous bouquet, joun bouquet. Est-ce que nous-mêmes haïtiens dans New York ou bien partout dans le monde, à travers dans le monde, n'a quitté genre de accusation ça yo passer encore. Et nous était quoi c'est une affaire politique liée puisque gagne un débat entre Trump avec Kamala Harris. OK? So c'est ça fait nous même tout prendre tête nous. Étudier bagay yo bien. Moi connais gan pile nan nous qui fanatique Trump. Nous même qui fanatique Trump yo. K'ap pare pour nous voter pour Trump. Pensez bien. Pensez à frère nous. Pensez à sœur nous yo qui aux États-Unis qui quittent pays d'Haïti pour venir chercher une vie meilleure. Yo gen une famille même gens avec nous qui vivent pas bon ici. Mais les gens pas parler comme ça ou bien on va voter pour Trump, pardon pour Trump. Nous comprenons Trump dans intérêt nous. Nous comprenons Trump dans intérêt nous même haïtiens. Nous tendez toute cause la dit sur haïtiens. Avant de voter, pensez, réfléchissez. Et une bagaille m'a prononcé kounyan là ou bien m'a dit kounyan là, m'a préparé nous d'après nouvelle moi t'attendais, d'après l'autre vidéo m't'a regardé, premier bagaille Trump a fait l'elle monter, la voyez nous tout haïtiens tourner dans pays nous. Est-ce que c'est ça nous t'a remet pour freiner avec ce nous yo? Nous même qui pourra voter pour Trump. Nous comprenons parce que nous avons résidence ici. Nous fin bon. Pas penser ça non? Même si tu es citizen, depuis pour le voyo aller, la voyo aller. On va passer un clip de débat qui était fait entre Kamala Harris avec Trump.
Let's now welcome the candidates to the stage, Vice President Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump.
Kamala Harris, let's have a good debate.
Nice to see you. Have fun.
Thank you.
Welcome to you both. It's wonderful to have you. It's an honor to have you both here tonight.
Vice President Harris, in your last run for president, you said you wanted to ban fracking. Now you don't. You wanted mandatory government buyback programs for assault weapons. Now your campaign says you don't. You supported decriminalizing border crossings. Now you're taking a harder line. I know you say that your values have not changed. So then why have so many of your policy positions changed?
So my values have not changed, and I'm going to discuss at least every point that you've made. But in particular, let's talk about fracking because we're here in Pennsylvania. I made that very clear in 2020. I will not ban fracking. I have not banned fracking as Vice President of the United States. And in fact, I was the tie-breaking vote on the Inflation Reduction Act, which opened new leases for fracking. My position is that we have got to invest in diverse sources of energy so we reduce our reliance on foreign oil. We have had the largest increase in domestic oil production in history because of an approach that recognizes that we cannot over-rely on foreign oil. As it relates to my values, let me tell you, I grew up a middle-class kid raised by a hardworking mother who worked and saved and was able to buy our first home when I was a teenager. The values I bring to the importance of home ownership, knowing not everybody got handed $400 million on a silver platter and then filed bankruptcy 6 times, is a value that I bring to my work to say we are going to work with the private sector and home builders to increase 3 million homes, increase by 3 million homes by the end of my first term. My work that is related to having a friend when I was in high school who was sexually assaulted by her stepfather. And my focus then on protecting women and children from violent crime is based on a value that is deeply grounded in the importance of standing up for those who are most vulnerable. My work that is about protecting Social Security and Medicare is based on long-standing work that I have done, protecting seniors from scams. My values have not changed. And what is important is that there is a president who actually brings values and a perspective that is about lifting people up and not beating people down and name-calling. The true measure of the leader is the leader who actually understands the strength is not in beating people down, it's in lifting people up. I intend to be that president.
President Trump, your
Well,
response?
first of all, I wasn't given $400 million. I wish I was. My father was a Brooklyn builder, Brooklyn, Queens, and a great father, and I learned a lot from him. But I was given a fraction of that, a tiny fraction, and I built it into many, many billions of dollars, many, many billions. And when people see it, they are even surprised. So we don't have to talk about that. Fracking, she's been against it for 12 years. Defund the police, she's been against that forever. She gave all that stuff up very wrongly, very horribly, and everybody's laughing at it, okay? They're all laughing at it. She gave up at least 12 and probably 14 or 15 different policies. Like, she was big on defund the police. In Minnesota, she went out, wait a minute, I'm talking now, if you don't mind, please. Does that sound familiar? She went out in Minnesota and wanted to let criminals that killed people, that burned down Minneapolis, she went out and raised money to get them out of jail. She did things that nobody would ever think of. Now she wants to do transgender operations on illegal aliens that are in prison. This is a radical left liberal that would do this. She wants to confiscate your guns, and she will never allow fracking in Pennsylvania. If she won the election, fracking in Pennsylvania will end on day one. Just to finish, one thing so important in my opinion. So I got the oil business going like nobody has ever done before. When they took over, they got rid of it, started getting rid of it, and the prices were going up the roof. They immediately let these guys go to where they were. I would have been 5 times, 4 times, 5 times higher, because you're talking about 3.5 years ago. They got it up to where I was because they had no choice, because the prices of energy were quadrupling and doubling. You saw what happened to gasoline. So they said, let's go back to Trump. But if she won the election, the day after that election, they'll go back to destroying our country, and oil will be dead, fossil fuel will be dead, we'll go back to windmills, and we'll go back to solar, where they need a whole desert to get some energy to come out of it. You ever see a solar plant? By the way, I'm a big fan of solar, but they take 400, 500 acres of desert
President
soil.
Trump, we have a
These
lot
are
of
not good
issues
things
that we
for the
have to get
environment,
to.
as
We're
she
out of time.
understands.
Thank you.
We have an election in just 56 days. And I want to talk about the peaceful transfer of power, which, of course, we all know is a cornerstone of our democracy, and the role of a president in a moment of crisis. Mr. President, on January 6th, you told your supporters to march to the Capitol. You said you would be right there with them. The country and the world saw what played out at the Capitol that day, the officers coming under attack. Aides in the West Wing say you watched it unfold on television off the Oval Office. You did send out tweets, but it was more than 2 hours before you sent out that video message telling your supporters to go home. Is there anything you regret about what you did on that day?
You just said a thing that isn't covered. Peacefully and patriotically, I said during my speech, not later on. Peacefully and patriotically. And nobody on the other side was killed. Ashley Babbitt was shot by an out-of-control police officer that should have never, ever shot her. It's a disgrace. But we didn't do this group of people that have been treated so badly. I ask, what about all the people that are pouring into our country and killing people that she allowed to pour in? She was the border czar, remember that. She was the border czar. She doesn't want to be called the border czar because she's embarrassed by the border. In fact, she said at the beginning, oh, I'm surprised you're not talking about the border yet. That's because she knows what a bad job they've done. What about those people? When are they going to be prosecuted? When are these people from countries all over the world, not just South America? They're coming in from all over the world, David, all over the world. And crime rates are down all over the world because of it.
But let me just ask you.
David, when are those people going to be prosecuted? When are the people that burned down Minneapolis going to be prosecuted? Or in Seattle? They went into Seattle. They took over a big percentage of the city of Seattle. When are those people going to be prosecuted?
But let me just ask you.
You might ask her that question.
You were the president. You were watching it unfold on television. It's a very simple question as we move forward toward another election. Is there anything you regret about what you did on that day? Yes or no?
I had nothing to do with that other than they asked me to make a speech. I showed up for a speech. I said, I think it's going to be big. I went to Nancy Pelosi and the mayor of Washington, D.C., and the mayor put it back in writing, as you know. I said, you know, this is going to be a very big rally or whatever you want to call it. And again, it wasn't done by me. It was done by others. I said, I'd like to give you 10,000 National Guard or soldiers. They rejected me. Nancy Pelosi rejected me. It was just 2 weeks ago. Her daughter has a tape of her saying she is fully responsible for what happened. They want to get rid of that tape. It would have never happened if Nancy Pelosi and the mayor of Washington did their jobs. I wasn't responsible for security. Nancy Pelosi was responsible. She didn't do her job.
The question was about you as president, not about former Speaker Pelosi. But I do want Vice President Harris to respond here.
I was at the Capitol on January 6th. I was the vice president-elect. I was also an acting senator. I was there. And on that day, the President of the United States incited a violent mob to attack our nation's capital, to desecrate our nation's capital. On that day, 140 law enforcement officers were injured, and some died. And understand, the former president has been indicted and impeached for exactly that reason. But this is not an isolated situation. Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side. Let's remember that when it came to the Proud Boys, a militia, the president said, the former president said, stand back and stand by. So for everyone watching who remembers what January 6th was, I say, we don't have to go back. Let's not go back. We're not going back. It's time to turn the page. And if that was a bridge too far for you, well, there is a place in our campaign for you to stand for country, to stand for our democracy, to stand for rule of law, and to end the chaos, and to end the approach that is about attacking the foundations of our democracy because you don't like the outcome. And be clear on that point. Donald Trump, the candidate, has said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this election is not to his liking. Let's turn the page on this. Let's not go back. Let's chart a course for the future and not go backwards to the past.
Let me just follow up here.
It was a different term, and it was a term that related to energy because they have destroyed our energy business. That was where bloodbath was. Also, on Charlottesville, that story has been, as you would say, debunked. Laura Ingraham, Sean Hannity, Jesse, all of these people, they covered it. If they go an extra sentence, they will see it was perfect. It was debunked in almost every newspaper, but they still bring it up, just like they bring 2025 up. They bring all of this stuff up. I ask you this. You talk about the Capitol. Why are we allowing these millions of people to come through on the southern border? How come she's not doing anything? And I'll tell you what I would do, and I would be very proud to do it. I would say we would both leave this debate right now. I'd like to see her go down to Washington, D.C. during this debate because we're wasting a lot of time. Go down to, because she's been so bad, it's so ridiculous. Go down to Washington, D.C. and let her sign a bill to close up the border because they have the right to do it. They don't need bills. They have the right to do it. The President of the United States, you'll get him out of bed. You'll wake him up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll say, come on down to the office. Let's sign a bill. If he signs a bill that the border is closed, all he has to do is say it to the Border Patrol, who are phenomenal. If they do that, the border is closed.
Mr.
Those
President,
people are killing many people, unlike J6.
I want to turn to Afghanistan. It came up in the first hour of the debate, and we witnessed a poignant moment today on Capitol Hill, honoring the soldiers who died in the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. I do want to ask the Vice President, do you believe you bear any responsibility in the way that withdrawal played out?
Well, I will tell you, I agreed with President Biden's decision to pull out of Afghanistan. 4 presidents said they would, and Joe Biden did. And as a result, America's taxpayers are not paying the $300 million a day we were paying for that endless war. And as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world, the first time this century. But let's understand how we got to where we are. Donald Trump, when he was president, negotiated one of the weakest deals you can imagine. He calls himself a deal maker. Even his national security advisor said it was a weak, terrible deal. And here's how it went down. He bypassed the Afghan government. He negotiated directly with a terrorist organization called the Taliban. The negotiation involved the Taliban getting 5,000 Taliban terrorists released. And get this, and the president at the time invited the Taliban to Camp David, a place of storied significance for us as Americans, a place where we honor the importance of American diplomacy, where we invite and receive respected world leaders. And this former president, as president, invited them to Camp David because he does not again appreciate the role and responsibility of the President of the United States to be commander-in-chief with a level of respect. And this gets back to the point of how he has consistently disparaged and demeaned members of our military, fallen soldiers, and the work that we must do to uphold the strength and the respect of the United States of America around the world.
Vice President Harris, thank you. President Trump, your response to her saying that you began the negotiations with the Taliban.
So if you take a look at that period of time, the Taliban was killing our soldiers, a lot of them, with snipers. And I got involved with the Taliban because the Taliban was doing the killing. That's the fighting force within Afghanistan. They don't bother doing that because, they deal with the wrong people all the time. But I got involved. And Abdul is the head of the Taliban. He is still the head of the Taliban. And I told Abdul, don't do it anymore. You do it anymore, you're going to have problems. And he said, why do you send me a picture of my house? I said, you're going to have to figure that out, Abdul. And for 18 months, we had nobody killed. We did have an agreement negotiated by Mike Pompeo. It was a very good agreement. The reason it was good, we were getting out. We would have been out faster than them, but we wouldn't have lost the soldiers. We wouldn't have left many Americans behind, and we wouldn't have left $85 billion worth of brand new, beautiful military equipment behind. And just to finish, they blew it. The agreement said you have to do this, and they didn't do it. They didn't do it. The agreement was terminated by us because they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
I want to move on.
And these people did the worst withdrawal and, in my opinion, the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. And by the way, that's why Russia attacked Ukraine, because they saw how incompetent she and her boss are.
This was a staggeringly dishonest debate performance from former President Trump. Just lie after lie on subject after subject. By my preliminary count, Jake, Trump made at least 33 false claims, 33. By contrast, by, again, a preliminary count, Vice President Harris made at least one false claim, though she added at least a few misleading claims and a few more that lack key context. I think a lot of Americans say, well, all politicians lie. No major presidential candidate before Donald Trump has ever lied with this kind of frequency. A remarkably large chunk of what he said tonight was just not true. And this wasn't like little exaggeration, political spin. A lot of his false claims were untethered to reality. On abortion, saying every Democrat wanted Roe v. Wade overturned, though actually more than 80% of Democrats supported Roe. On crime, saying it's through the roof, though it's actually sharply down since early 2023. It's now lower than it was since Trump left office. On healthcare, saying he's the one who saved Obamacare, the law he actually repeatedly tried to overturn. On Kamala Harris herself, saying that a Howard University grad, Black Law Students Association president, had claimed that she wasn't black at one point. Frankly, I don't have enough time here to run through each specific Trump false claim. I urge people to go to our CNN website or our app to read our team's detailed fact checks on this and a whole bunch more. For now, though, let's dive into one false claim Trump made, an egregious claim about migrants supposedly eating people's pets.
Hi, this is Legislator Carrie A. Salage. Good afternoon, everyone. It's Wednesday, October 18th, and here we are in Uniondale on Hudson Turnpike, right next to the Coliseum. And we are gathered here with so many people from the Haitian and the Haitian American community and beyond. I want to thank all of my friends from so many communities we're here, and we're here just standing up against hate. We are standing up against the racist statements made by former President Trump and by J.D. Vance, statements in which he's depicting Haitian people as kidnapping, as taking people's pets and eating them. And so here we are in the thousands, gathered here at the Coliseum on Hesse Turnpike in Uniondale. We're going to be here today until 7 o'clock. We're going to be here until 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and we need you. We need your support. Come stand up against Haitian hate. Stop the Haitian hate. Come on down. We're here until 8 o'clock. We need you. Thank you. I want to thank all of our community partners, the Elma Cultural Center, the Coalition of Concerned Haitian Professionals, and everybody else who helped make this possible. We need your support. It's a very safe environment. We want to thank the Nassau County Police for establishing a free speech zone. As you can see, the Haitian community is very upset, and we are motivated to come out to vote. And so I want to thank everybody who made this possible. Thank you again to the many leaders in our community. Again, we're here until 8 o'clock. As you see, the Haitian community is very upset about the statements made by former President Trump. And we're going to carry this torch now to Florida, and we're going to mobilize all Haitian communities throughout the United States. I'm asking my brothers in Florida to please come out and vote. Turn Florida blue. Turn Massachusetts blue. Let's dump Trump. Let's stop the hate. Stop the hate, everybody. Stop the hate. As you can see, we're pumped up and we are motivated. We are not going to allow a racist to destroy this country. We are patriots and we stand for what is right. We are not voting for a man with 34 felony convictions. That is unacceptable. You deserve a better America. He's picked the wrong community. He's messed with the wrong community. He's messed with the wrong community. Everybody come on out. We need you. We need you. We got about 1,000 people so far, but we're gonna pack it out. We're gonna let Trump know. As Trump comes in here, we're gonna let him know that what he did is unacceptable. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm gonna jump on my Instagram right now. Join me on Instagram. Let's come out. Let's stand together against Haitian hate.
36 of them. 36 of them. You like criminals? Tell them, man. Let them know. Let them know. Let them know.
You know, we are peacefully here, engaged in civil nonviolence. We've had several Trump supporters spit, yell, curse, disrespect our community as they pass by. What President Trump did is he deputized now every person to be a racist. We cannot have a leader who's dividing us like that. And so I want to ask you for your support. Vote on November 5th against President Trump. But vote before, vote early, vote Roe way all the way. Call my office if you need voter registration forms. My office number is 516-571-6203. Thank you, everybody. Come on down. Uniondale, across from the Starbucks, in front of the Coliseum. Come on out. Beautiful weather. You have no excuse. Just like Haitians occupied the Brooklyn Bridge in the 90s, let's do the same thing. And let's carry that energy to Miami, Florida, and all other states that are in play for this election. I want to thank the Nassau County Police. They're a very professional group. They have protected us. They've kept us safe. We got to support our police. Thank you very much to our county police. Stop the hate! 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 We here, Haitians. My Haitians, come out. Right here from the Coliseum. Let's represent.
Losing Baldwin. Yes. You see, I've just named just some. But if you go across this country, you will see that Haitians have always been quiet. Haitians have always been hard workers. We work quietly, but we are a force. I say to every Haitian that's been calling and saying they're scared, do not be scared. Papa, come at what? We are the revolutionaries that freed the first black country, and we'll always be there to help every nation. Haiti was the first that said to the Jewish people when they were being persecuted, come to us, you will have the real citizenship. We gave the Polish people the real citizenship. We gave every single person that was suffering the real citizenship. This is why if you go to Haiti, if you look at Haitians, we are like Skittles. We are every color because we embrace everyone. And if this country, these Republicans, don't think that we matter, we are going to show you what 1804 was. Because the Haitian people stand with everyone, and we need you right now to stand with us. Because we are fighting for our republic in Haiti, and we are fighting for our U.S. Republic, because we are both in trouble right now. Right. Thank you.
Amen. I want to thank Pastor Bichat. He is the pastor of this church. Pastor Bichat was here before. I want to thank him very much for allowing us to be here. This is one of the largest Haitian American churches on Long Island. I want to thank him. You know, Haitian people, there's an expression. We love l'école, la caille, and l'église. That means basically we like school, we like the house, we like our families, and church. And the church, yes. People. It's so unfortunate to see such negative things being said about Haitian people. I want to thank my brothers who are here across of the island. We have Mr. Joseph Barron, the past president of the Queens Jewish Community Council. Northeast Queens Jewish Council, thank you.
It is time for Donald Trump respect our nation. It is time for Donald Trump to respect the Haitian people, the Haitian community, because we are a part of whatever is going on in the United States. Nou by force nou by courage nou, okay? So let's dump Trump like a legislator Carrie Solage said, like Kamala Harris said. We don't want to go back. Let's turn the page. Let's turn the page. We don't need another Trump administration. We Haitian people, let's fight. M'konne gen pile nan nou ki pa reme voter. Nou pa voter ni pour républicain, ni pour démocrate, nou indépendant. Mais n'a demandé pour tout le monde sorti al voter pour Kamala Harris. Pas garder sous c'est parce que c'est femme nié. Femme qui arrive n'importe côté, parce que nous fait valeur nous, dans l'école, nous gain éducation, nous ça qui gain avocat, nous dans tout côté. On nous baille Kamala Harris une chance, parce que sous remet tête ou remet sœur avec frère yo, m'pas que c'est pour Trump, nous pour voter qui raille haïtien et qui voye haïtien al dans la trine. Ou bien qu'à accuser haïtien, nous volons chat, nous volons chien, nous volons dog pour nous manger. Ça, c'est un manque de respect. Let's turn the page. Let's go out and vote for Kamala Harris. Yes, I'm for Kamala Harris because I don't like what Trump is saying and treating my community. So let's stand up and fight. Nous-mêmes, monsieur, pas garder, c'est parce que son femme nié pour ne pas voter pour lui. On bail femme ça, une chance pour nous voir comment pays a changé. Parce que pas oublier, depuis cette Trump qui monte, border fermé, haïtien pas gen entré, tout ça pas bon ici, y a voyé yo aller et yo pas joindre aucun côté yon l'autre façon pour yo rentrer parce que la bloqué haïtien yo. On nous kembe ferme, on nous kembe jam. L'union fait la force. On montre ça nous voulait dire l'union fait la force. C'est tout ça moi t'ai porté pour nous aujourd'hui et tout autant reste jour élection jusqu'à ce que l'élection finisse, m'a toujours porté des informations sur élection pour nous pas dire debate parce que Trump campé sur affaire debate là, il pas veut rencontrer avec Kamala Harris encore. Les amis, on prend tête nous. On montrer Trump haïtien qui valeur. Pour Trump comprendre valeur nous. Nous important dans le pays États-Unis. Nous important parce que nous travaillons dur. Nous important. Sous notre ça. C'était un plaisir pour me avec nous aujourd'hui. Moi remercie nous. God bless you and have a nice week. Thank you for watching.
That's Norma TV Show. Chaque samedi, 4h. Moun ka présente show ça, c'est Norma Malbranche. Numéro de téléphone, c'est 929-433-84-24. YouTube, Facebook, That's Norma TV Show. Nous tous côtés. Dès pour taper That's Norma TV Show, wap joindre. C'est moi-même Enzo Mezalo qui dit ça. Toutefois, t'as aimé pour passer publicité pour business ou pour tout ça, contactez-nous sur numéro ça, 929-433-84-24. That's Norma TV Show. C'est chaud qui piche au moment.